Hey guys, what's up everybody? I hope y'all are doing great today. We got, or Nate got a big gun exhaust system. It's an Evo mini series for Crf50 right here. It's the full system, guys. It's got the header and everything. That thing should sound pretty good. And he also got a uni air filter for this thing. What do you think, buddy? You think it's gonna sound good?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be awesome.
You think it's gonna be awesome? I think it's gonna be awesome too. It's really quiet right now. So, I mean...
It just goes...
Yeah, it should wake it up a little bit. What do you think?
I think it's go... Whoa!
All right. All right, let's crank this thing up and show everybody what it sounds like right now. All right, everybody, right here's what it sounds like right now. And we'll give you a sound test after we put the exhaust system on there and the air filter on there. All right, shoot it, shoot it. Dude, that was your third shot. You've made every one of them, right? That's crazy.
Santa made me put strong magic in me.
Santa put strong magic in you? Well, guess what?
What?
You've always had strong magic in you. There we go. Get the muffler slid down on there. All right, and here's the spring. Got the spring put on right here. One side of the spring is cocked a little bit down, and that's the one that goes down here. And then the other one is completely straight, and that one goes up here. All right, guys, I'm gonna get the uni air filter thrown in this thing and get the plastics thrown back on, and we'll get right back to you. All right, guys, we got the uni air filter on, we got the big gun exhaust system on, everything is on, it's ready to go. The only reason I didn't film putting the uni air filter on is because I already have a video where I clean the air filter and everything and explain the process of taking that out and putting it back in. So that's the same process with this one. It's just a different air filter. Now I'm going to grab a clean paper towel and wipe down this exhaust pipe right here. That way it don't get you know, grease prints stained into the header pipe whenever we start this thing up. You know, I always just wipe these down. That way you don't have grease fingerprints stained into them whenever you start it up.
Where's my helmet?
Look in front of the side-by-side.
I see it!
All right, let's crank this thing up and see what it sounds like. I think it's gonna sound good.
Yuppie, yuppie.
I can hear him now. Boy, that thing looks good. All right, I'm gonna ride this thing a little bit. Man, that sounds good. All right, I got my helmet cam on now. Now I can really ride this thing a little bit. Man, this thing sounds good. Yeah, this thing definitely has a lot more power now than what it did. Has a lot more low end power. I figured it would take power away from the low end and give it to the high end, but that's not the case. It's gave it a lot of low end power. I'm probably gonna have to rejet it just a little bit because it has an aftermarket air filter and it has aftermarket exhaust. This thing's loud. I can actually shift it to third gear right there and it'll pull third gear. Normally I was in second gear the whole time right there. This thing has so much more power and you can really feel it in second gear. in my opinion, from what the sound clips I've heard of the FMFs, this big gun sounds way better than those. I mean, the FMF still sounds good, but it's not as deep as this big gun. This big gun is deep sounding. All right, everybody, this is the next day. I've been messing around with this thing, trying to richen it up a little bit. And I thought you could move the clip on the needle in this carburetor, but after I pulled the needle out of this thing, there's just one clip position on there. You can't move it up, you can't move it down, you can't do anything with it. It's just permanently set from the factory. So I'm either going to have to get an aftermarket needle for it, that way I can move the clip on it, but I don't think I'm going to go that route. I think I'm just going to bump the main jet up on this thing. I think I'm just going to go one size bigger on the main jet and leave that clip alone. Leave the needle clip alone. I'm hoping that'll be all this little thing needs, is just bump it up one on the main jet and we should be good. All right, guys, I'm going to ride this thing and try and really pay attention and see if it's actually lean, or if it's just in my head, or, you know, I'm just going to ride it and really pay attention to how it's running and see what I think. Yeah, this thing, it has a lot more power. It might not need a bigger main jet. I mean, I'm going to put one in it regardless. I'm putting a bigger main jet and at least try it and see. I mean, they only cost a few dollars. Whoa. This thing, I mean, it really does have a lot more power. Right there, and the higher RPMs feel like it's starting to die off, and that's why I feel like it needs a little bit bigger main jet. So that might just be the nature of this pipe. You know, a lot of times an exhaust on one will change the characteristics of the power. That might just be a side effect of having an open exhaust like this. But either way, I'm going to put a bigger main jet in this thing, then we're going to see if that makes a difference or not. Man, the sun came out right there. It starts to die off, and before it would keep on pulling a lot more. And it might just feel like it's dying off, and it may actually be the same as what it was before. Because, you know, it having so much more power on the bottom end, it might just be making the top end feel like it don't have power, because it has so much more on the bottom end. But anyways, yeah, I'm just going to get a bigger main jet, compare it. If it makes it worse, I can put this one back in. Yeah, now I can hear him on this loud thing. Man, it's the day after Christmas and we're out here in short sleeve shirts, and I could actually be in shorts right now. Like, it's actually warm. It feels like a summer afternoon. It's so hot. Yeah, he was winding that thing out in first gear. I was like, put it in second. He's just smiling at me like, what? But he couldn't get it shifted to second gear because he's not used to those boots yet, so I had to do it for him. Uh-oh, this thing keeps on back, look, it's smoking. Keeps on backfiring through the carburetor. That thing would really turn a faster lap time than this Amazon pit bike now that it has more power. I bet that took another second off its lap time. Alright guys, that's going to be it for today's video. I appreciate you guys watching, and I hope every one of y'all had a great Christmas. I know we sure did. The Lord has really blessed us. Nate, did you have a really good Christmas? Yeah? All right. All right, guys, like, comment, and subscribe, and smash that bell for us, right?
Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell right now, and bye guys, peace!
All right, guys, we'll see you on the next one.